Well, she is one of our wonderful reporters, and she joins me now in studio to talk about the challenges facing single women in the city. Please welcome Jennifer Rex. Jennifer, how much fun did you have doing this piece?
It was a lot of fun, but I have to say it was challenging to get people to agree to go on the camera and actually tell us about their dating experiences.
Really? Did you find that people were giving you not only, the good and fluffy side of it, but were people wanting to really get into the guts of the dating scene?
They did, but again, they didn't want to say it on camera.
Of course, of course. Well, you must be excited then, knowing that this is going to be a weekly installment, Rex in the City.
Yes.
What a great name, of course. It begs the question, though, how did you come up with the idea?
Well, when I first joined Today's Londoner as a reporter for women's issues, I was asking everyone in town what kind of issues did they want to see and what kind of stories did they want to hear about. And everyone said to me, dating. They said the scene in London sucks. And I can say that, don't they? I know. And I beg to differ because I'm having a lot of fun dating. And so I really wanted to provide an opportunity to have an information exchange and maybe get people inspired and motivated to actually go out there and start dating and maybe resurrect the dating scene in London.
Right.
And so my coworkers and friends have always called me, the Carrie Bradshaw from Sex and the City. And combining the names, we came up with Rex in the City. Well, it was actually my coworker who came up with the idea. She started just calling me Rex in the City. So
you're going to run with that?
Exactly. So when I mentioned it to Rogers Television, they loved the idea, and it's in the inception now.
I have several of my girlfriends, actually. It's a regular conversation that comes up all the time about the dating scene can be very difficult.
Yeah.
And as we know, even though London is our home and southwestern Ontario is our neighborhood,
That's
it
right.
really is a problem that seems to stretch well beyond there. Well, I'd like to know, where do you feel the goals for this segment are going to take you? What are you looking forward to in presenting Rex in the City?
Well, again, information on the dating scene and the different kinds of dating that are out there nowadays. It's not the same old conventional dating or going to dances or just going to clubs or bars, because if you're just going to clubs and bars, you're just going to pick up a boozer, as David Letterman would say. So I want to find some new opportunities in London, where to go. So I'm always looking for feedback, and I set up actually an email for anyone to contact me for Rex in the City, and the email address is rexinthecityonrogers@hotmail.com.
Okay.
So I'm open to feedback, stories, ideas, and if you're willing to go on camera and tell your story so people can learn and grow and share from these stories, that would be awesome.
And hopefully, too, you'll be able to develop some extra resources where I have no doubt that people will start to come to you for dating advice as well. You'll be able to maybe explore those things down the road as well?
I might be a dating doctor. You never know.
Wouldn't that be something?
The sky's the limit at this point, right? So it depends on what Londoners want to see, and I'm willing to provide that as long as I know what they want. I'm hoping to be able to do so.
Is this something specifically for women, though, Jennifer?
No, it's not, and it's not specific to any age either. Dating in high school to grandparents dating. Everyone needs to date. It's a social skill everyone really needs to learn. And it's so much fun. Like, I don't understand why people aren't doing it anyway. And even when I was out looking for people to discuss the benefits of dating, everyone was like, oh, I'm married, so I don't date. But of course you date. Everyone's dating.
Yes.
So it's just trying to think of some creative ideas of where and how to date.
Resources, avenues, information. And I really do think, too, that a lot of the times knowing that you're not the only one, hitting that wall, as some of my best girlfriends would talk about, what do you do? It's a wall. You can't break through it. Hopefully, some of the information you bring to us will help bridge that, but I also want to know, we're going to cover benefits to all of this. What about risks? Getting back into the dating scene, if you're somebody new to it, or if you continue to be in it, what kind of risks do people face?
Right, there are risks, and the one risk that you really want to stay away from is physical and emotional abuse. So if at any point there is any kind of physical harm, that needs to be reported. And if anyone is trying to communicate with you and psychologically harm you, that warrants ending a relationship. And then there's also economic exploitation. and any kind of drug or alcohol abuse, you really don't want to get involved in any kind of relationship like that.
So I'm discovering already that there's a litany of things that people on the dating scene could run into, and these are key things that we'll have to watch out for.
Absolutely.
And so we can look forward to these in future segments on Rex in the City.
Definitely.
Well, we do look forward to it. Jennifer, thank you so much for being here and for bringing that to us. It's going to be very exciting. We do look forward to it, and look forward to this, because after the break, we'll find out why so many boomers are seeing the benefits of becoming consultants. Stay with us.